Hello, welcome back to the Traveling Happy Hour. I'm Chris, and today we're discussing whiskeys. Whiskey was originally used as a medicinal internal anesthetic and external antibiotic. Yeah, right. The common grains in whiskey are barley, corn, rye, or wheat. Whiskey is usually aged in a wood barrel, old sherry barrels, or charred white oak barrels. Whiskey is strictly regulated. Bourbon whiskey has to have 51% corn, rye whiskey 51% rye, Scottish whiskey has to be from Scotland. We're going to pour out a little bit and try each one of them, let you know my thoughts, the taste. All right, the Gentleman Jack Double Mellowed Tennessee Whiskey is the first. Taste the wood, taste the wood. There's a minty taste to it. Also can kind of taste a nut. It's really smooth. It's got a real nice smell. Gentleman Jack. Next version is Basil Hayden, made in Kentucky. That's really tasty. Real fruity. Has an orange, kind of a lemon taste. After you're tasting cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla. This makes a great old fashioned. Not too bad. Most of the bourbons that I purchase are between $19 to $30. Bulleit Bourbon is made in Kentucky. Maple. Taste maple in there. Oak. Kind of a nutmeg flavor. This is a good budget friendly. This is probably one of my most go-to when I'm mixing up cocktails. Great budget friendly. Since we're here in San Diego Distillery. A little bit more red than all of the other bourbons. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have much in there. That's really hot. This is 124 proof. Most of the other ones are 80 proof. Wow. Gonna get a little buzz by the end of these things are over. Real tasty. You can taste the wood. It has a brown sugar taste to it. And also it kind of has a vanilla and honey taste to it. That's nice. Definitely needs to be mixed down in a cocktail. Sometimes if you add a little water to your bourbons or your whiskey, it'll actually change the flavor of it. Gotta take a little drink of water. Bulleit Rye. Been a big fan recently on trying ryes. Just kind of like it, the better taste than the corn. Vanilla, honey, that's really, it's spicy, but it's also got a sweet taste to it. I like rye. Here's another version of a rye. This is a Whistle Pig. This is aged 10 years. This is my most expensive bottle that I think I've purchased. And I think it was $42 US. Wow. That's really good. Clove, mint, caramel, and then you taste butterscotch as you swallow, and that is really, really smooth. Really smooth, got a good taste to it. Even kind of has a little, must be the clove, where it has a little bit of the tingling sensation in your mouth. Eagle Rare Kentucky Straight Bourbon. This is aged for 10 years. This has kind of been my go-to recently, especially on drinking an old fashioned. Candied almonds, cocoa. Got some nut taste, and you taste a little bit of wood, but great, big fan of that one. TX is from Texas. It's a blended whiskey. Excuse me. It's a blended whiskey, so nothing has to be over 51%. They can use multiple grains. Already have poured it, see? Already getting a little buzz, getting a little hot. So this one, this is the sweetest one out of everything. You can't add anything to, can't add any flavoring to whiskey, but this one has taste of butterscotch, honey, cinnamon. It's got like a banana smell to it. Just real light, but it's also got that woody. So this is a, we recently tried that when we went out to Texas, and this is a great. It's great whiskey. Like I said, it's a little sweeter than the normals. So here's some Scotch whiskey. More earthy. Not a big fan of Scotch. It's got a real peaty taste to it. You definitely taste the wood, tasted some brown sugar and some honey, but that first initial taste and first drink is just real peaty. Especially after you just drank something like this. This is real smooth and sweet, and then this is a little bit more harsh and earthy. Earthy. Last version, thank goodness. I still have to probably consume that. Can't throw it away. Buffalo Trace. Fan of this one. I'm a fan of Death and Company, the bar, and their recipe book. I originally purchased this mostly to make a cayenne pepper and pecan Buffalo Trace to try out a cocktail. Next time I'll use a little bit less cayenne pepper, but it was pretty darn tasty. I can leave the recipe down below on how to make the cayenne pepper pecan Buffalo Trace. Brown sugar. But have brown sugar, butterscotch. Toffee. Of course, tasting the wood. And it's a little spicy, but nothing real crazy. So, out of all of the versions, smoothest but less tasting like alcohol, the Jack Daniels. My go-to for mixed cocktails. And I would say, unfortunately, that being the most expensive, I would say those are my three favorites, with the TX coming right behind it. So those are my suggestions and the tastings of all of these different whiskeys. If you like what you saw today on the video, give us a like and hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and that will notify you when our next episode is coming out. Getting a little buzzed after drinking all of these different alcohols, getting a little hot. So anyways, we'll see you next time. You have a happy hour.